More than 100 years have passed since Warren Ballpark opened in Bisbee, Arizona, but its history hasn't been forgotten. Cronkite News reporter Bridget Dowd traveled to Bisbee, where archaeology students are learning more about the historic field.
Warren Ballpark opened in 1909 and is the longest continuously running ballpark in America. Through a partnership with Cochise College and Bisbee High School, one University of Arizona professor is digging up Bisbee's past. While other students might spend their day off relaxing indoors, these young scientists are getting down in the dirt, looking for clues to Arizona's history.
I think it's important to have a connection to our past. It's always very important. I think a lot of people feel like that. And to be able to relate to where we came from. You know, who were our forefathers and what did they do, and how did we get to where we are today?
Robert Schoen, an associate professor of anthropology at the University of Arizona, says even though many famous ball players took to the field in Bisbee, he and his students are focused on the people who filled the stands here more than 100 years ago.
We're digging underneath where stands used to be, or right now we have trenches lined up just outside the grandstand to see if we can find anything that fans dropped during their experience and what that might say about them.
He and his team have already found several artifacts like a 1930s bus token and this old can top. Schoen says while the dig and its potential findings are interesting, more importantly, it's an opportunity for students to get hands-on experience, like Bisbee High School sophomore Cecilia Garcia.
I found a bone, but it wasn't a human bone, of course. But it was I think like a pig's bone or something, like someone was eating it or something like that. But it was pretty big, and we found like an orange crush bottle, and we could identify it. My grandfather said that he remembered that.
Schoen says the dig has enough funding to continue through the spring semester. Schoen says through the artifacts they can learn more about the local economy back then, as well as where products sold at the old concessions were manufactured. Bridget Dowd, Cronkite News.